Hi, welcome to Sonny's the Car Wash Factory. I'm Anthony Analetto. I just landed in Denver, Colorado, and I'm on my way to Lakewood, Colorado to go visit with Dave Grasch. Dave's a owner-operator. He's got 2 car washes in San Antonio, Texas, as 3 Buck Express. And their expansion plans were to build some more sites, and they saw the opportunity to maybe do some purchase and remodels. They found a foreclosed property in Lakewood, Colorado, and that's where we're headed today. This was a full-service car wash that had been closed for quite a while. Dave saw an opportunity to remodel the site, remodel the building, and build an express car wash. They've been open since April. They've been doing very well, and Dave's going to tell us about all the little obstacles that he ran into as he was doing the process and how we overcame them. I think you're going to learn a lot about this here, because I think there's a lot of opportunities out there where this can be done in many parts of the country. The site looks like a brand new location. If we didn't tell you that it was a full serve and they cut off half the building, you probably wouldn't believe it. You'd think it was a ground up build. It was a little tight, but he did overcome the obstacles, and they're so far doing real well. This will be their first season with some snow to get some dirty cars, and we expect them to be very successful. We're coming up to the site right now, so why don't we pull in and come with me, and we'll go meet Dave. I think you're really going to enjoy this. Hey Dave, how you doing?
Good, Anthony. Thank you for coming by today.
Oh, thanks for letting us come down here and take a look at the wash.
Not
and
a
see
problem.
What you did.
Not a problem.
Tell me a little bit about your experience in the car wash.
Okay. I actually got into the business about 4 years ago. Have a partner and I actually moved to East Texas. So we actually bought some land and built our first wash from scratch. Tore down an old Schlotsky's. We're next to a Walmart in Gun Barrel City. And about the same time, an opportunity presented itself to purchase a full serve in Livingston, Texas.
Okay.
So we bought that with the intent of converting it to an express exterior. Our focus and our operational expertise is in express exteriors. Yeah. And so we now have, this is our 3rd location.
Well, take a walk around, show me around.
Sure. We actually bought this place as it was a foreclosed, owned by the bank, full serve. And at the time, across the wall here, you'll see kind of some new addition to this wall. Well, really what that was a building came out about halfway across this lot, which created garage space for detailing and a lobby area for customers.
Okay.
Since we're not full serve, our intention from the very beginning when we purchased this was to tear that down, making room for more vacuums for our customers, and then just going through that whole process of getting all the approvals, the permits, so on and so forth, and then the actual construction.
Yeah.
As you know, this is a very small lot. We're just under half an acre. Not a lot of room to run a car wash. Obviously, we'd love to have more,
Always.
but you got to work with what you have.
Yep. And I see over here, we're coming in, we can either go vacuum first or wash first.
Yes, what we've done is we have 2 pay stations, and for those that don't want to take the time of vacuuming their cars, and we do offer free vacuuming, but those who don't want to take the time or possibly get caught in the traffic of people backing out who did vacuum, we do offer an express lane to get around. It also, by having 2 pay stations, it allows us to have issues where we might have a problem with 1 pay station, we can still operate the business.
So Dave, tell me about the wash packages. What you created, where you started. It's a little different from Texas.
Sure. To be honest with you, we started out 4 years ago. We started out as a $3 wash. And what we found was that we were making money, but I was working really, really hard at it. A little over a year ago, we converted to a $5 wash. And so we came up with 4 wash packages. We are 5, 8, 10, and 12. The progression is, for the $5, we can knock the dirt off and get you on your way. Then you go to the $8. We're going to add a little bit more to it, and it's a little bit more of a show from that standpoint. Start adding in the triple foam wax. The kids really love when get those colors hitting on there. And then we start building in the tire shine at the $10. We do a really good job of shining up folks' tires, and so you can get that starting at the 10, and then of course the 12 is everything we can do for $12. So the most you can spend here is $12. Breakdown is we're about 22% on our top wash. We're about 35% on the base wash, which was kind of what we thought it would be. It's within acceptable range for us. So you go 34%. I think we're about 23, 24% of the $8. The $10 wash is the lowest because if you get to the $10 for the tire shine, a lot of those guys will just go ahead and jump up to the 12.
And then we're using ICS auto cashiers?
Yes, we use ICS auto cashiers. We feel like they've done a really good job for us. As I mentioned, we have two pay stations here. So I can, some of the menu options. We do.
To get started, press buy wash.
What we offer here is for every wash, you can get a wash code that allows you to get $3 off our top wash if you come back within 7 days. So that's every single person, whether you buy the base wash or the 12 wash, they'll get that same code, but they have to request it on a button. We also do quite a bit of couponing in this area. These are our a la carte items. So you can get weather guard, tire shine, and as I mentioned, for $1, you can get the spot-free rinse and full drying power turned back on, off of the base. Yeah, this is off the base wash.
So Dave, the conveyor is only 80 feet long.
Correct.
So going front wheel pull, leaving the front wheel pull conveyor, we're still able to put a full 80-foot package in here.
Correct. Yeah, and that's why we stayed with the front wheel pull. Give us a little bit more real estate to be able to put the various pieces of equipment that we felt delivers a good quality product for our customers.
Right.
One of the things that we did do because of the space is we did go with the spider configuration. So we've got the big man double jog wraps. We've got those in each of our washes. We think they do a phenomenal job at really getting in and cleaning that car and getting that process of getting everything off, so that we can then clean it as it goes further through.
This is your first one with the Durasoft?
It is, and I've actually had a couple folks ask me how it performs. One way of looking at it is I've never had any problems, so it's working great. Second is I think just because of the thinner strips, I think it actually gets in the crevices a little easier than just going with the normal cloth. So, but been very pleased with it, very pleased. Got the midder, the bison brush, we've got rocker panels, and then a second set of wraps that have really do a phenomenal job of getting us, to where everything is completely off the car, ready to be actually cleaned and going forward. This is one of my favorite pieces of equipment because if any residual is still hanging on the car by the time they get here, these the Omni guns and the power that comes out of those just does a phenomenal job of getting that thing completely cleaned off.
So Dave, in this tunnel here, we've got the triple foam, kind of traditionally, a little old school, still down here by the second midder. Where a lot of them today, we're putting them up front, trying to get our rinsing better. But I got to tell you, I washed my car last night when I came into town, and the show was great. And I kind of like that as an extra piece. But.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, that actually is the theory behind why we have the triple foam at this stage. Is again, as I've mentioned earlier, part of what we do is show. We're trying to deliver an experience.
Dave, now we're down here at the drying area, and we kind of incorporated a little more than just flash dry. We're actually almost continuous dry because we're down to that 80 feet.
Right. So, and again, this is why we went with front wheel pull, was so we could fit a few more blowers on the back end. Because obviously, what we want to do is give a good, clean, dry car as best we can for our customers.
Well, it looks great. I love the powder coating.
Thank you.
I love the package. I think.
Well, I'll tell you, we love the Sonny's equipment. When you come back a third time, that says a little bit about how we feel about the equipment. We think you've done a great job in putting together stuff that delivers what we're wanting to do, and that's deliver a good, clean, quality, dry car.
So we're outside on the corner of the street side, and this was originally built as a full-serve car wash.
Correct.
So directly across the street, we see rooftops.
Correct.
We're in between traffic lights. Looks like a great traffic count.
Traffic's actually 53,000 a day. So real good traffic counts. We do have it's the 4-lane with the suicide lane.
Yep.
Those tend to be beneficial so that northbound and southbound can both easily access into the property. That is probably one of our biggest frustrations, is because we did buy this from the bank, you don't get to pick the site per se.
Sure.
Clearly we would much rather have been at a street corner with lights, but that wasn't in the cards.
Yep.
So we're trying to make do as best we can with this actual location. But again, great traffic counts. So we did make a fairly decent investment in changing the overall look. One of the other things we did, you're actually standing next to an electrical pedestal. Previously they actually had power was going overhead over to the light pole, and it had horrible curb appeal. So, again, when you buy something out of foreclosure, there's certain investments that you need to make just to get to a basis of where you can now start improving from there. And so we've done all that. One of the things about being in between two kind of commercial zones is at night, this place is pitch black. When we came in and added, the curb appeal and all the lighting, all the signage, it really just kind of lights up. It's like a lighthouse.
Oh yeah, no, last night between the lights in the building and the yellow, and it looked good. When I was heading down to the hotel, it looked real good. That's great.
So here's our little bitty office.
I
mean, this is it.
It's a little bit oversized compared to what I like. The bigger it is, the more comfy it is, the more they want to stay in here.
Well, I actually have a great crew, and they get at it every day, and the only thing that they would ask of me is more cars, and I tell them I'm working on it. So, but they do a great job. They're have already developed a reputation of just great customer service.
Yeah. So, Dave, it's still a new site. It's only been open
just a few months.
8 months, right?
Yeah, right.
And biggest problems trying to get it started, getting it kicked off again.
Well, the wash was shut down for approximately 3 years, from the time that the previous owner, turned the lights out, and then we were able to open up. And over those 3 years, the building was here, and so and again, I mentioned earlier that it just kind of blended in the background. Yep. So I think really what has happened over that time is people just kind of forgot that there was a car wash here. And we've been going through the process of trying to re-educate the public. We renovated, reopened, and we, for several months, still had oh, I didn't know you reopened yet.
I think you'll do real well.
We're fairly confident we're going to do actually quite well. Again, it's the getting over that learning curve, getting through that ramp period, letting our customers know who we are, what we are, and how we do it. We do have raving fans already, so that's the good news. Rarely do I have a disappointed customer.
As we wrap this one up, I just want to take a minute and thank Dave Grasch and his management staff for letting us come in and walk through their property, ask a lot of questions, and hopefully we ask enough questions where you folks have learned a lot about what it takes to convert a closed down full-serve car wash to an express site. As you can see, they put a lot of effort into this site. It's a very small site. They cut the part of the building off that used to be there for detailing and for the waiting room, and they've made it look like it never existed. The curb appeal from the street is fantastic with the signage that we showed you earlier, as well as the curb appeal from the back property where the vacuums are. They did a great job. I think they're on their way to growing a very successful business here. The snow is going to fly tomorrow. Cars will get dirty, the demand will go up, and I think they're going to have a great little season here coming this winter. If you have any questions, you can go online to sonnysdirect.com, send in a request, we'll get right back to you, or call one of our sales associates and they'll be happy to call you right back. I hope you enjoyed the tour. As always, good luck and good washing.